Hello everybody, welcome to Star Trek Online tutorial. This is Ship. Now we're going to get right into the good part of it. So without further ado, let's continue on with our cadet. His name is Sharan, and from where he's helped the captain. We've already done our graduation day, our practicing phasers. Now we're getting right into the meat of it. So let's go. We're going to do a good bit today, so I hope you enjoy. So they're doing an event, but we're not here to talk about events. So you see, my guy's in the ground. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's weird. Just got to let it load, you know. So right back here's the captain. He's told me to go down, take the turbo lift down. So here we go. We're going to go. And what's happened is the Romulans have attacked us. So
getting some weird readings. I can't get a solid lock. There may be interference. I'm trying to compensate. I think I have it. This is a lot different than the training scenarios. Beaming them over now. Hang on!
This vessel is now property of Captain Cater of the IKS Jock.
So that's what's happened. It's a trap.
Stop! Security is reporting disruptor fire in the transporter room, and Klingon transporter signatures are showing up all over the ship. They're boarding us. You have the command codes to unlock an armory near your position. Arm yourself, and any security team members you find.
So got to get a phaser, right? So we got to get a phaser rifle. See them over there waving like a bunch of wild people. So you got to go in here and unlock the armory. Because you have the codes because you're number one and the captain has it. Why wouldn't the hell they have it? So you get a rifle. So remember, when you equip this phaser rifle, you hit option. Okay, let's back it. Back option. Hit X. Scroll down by the D-pad and hit captain. Then you just simply go there and put your phaser.
You can also view your ship's equipment as well.
Okay, so he's got a phaser on the back. Hull breach. That guy gets stuck out of the way. Oh! Bummer. So of course, a force field pops up, and of course you got to go this way. So let's put up our rifle.
An object has dropped for you. Move near the item, and it will be automatically added to your inventory. You have recovered a hypo spray.
So you go. So just simply walk up to him, you'll heal him right off the bat. You have recovered heal any damage you may have suffered. So see, here's if you're an engineer and tactical weapons. So he wants you to go fix the weapons, so you got to go to the weapons bay. And from there, you will just simply repair whatever they tell you to do, so. I like the other kind of sniper rifle better, I like the beam array rifle.
Press the right stick to crouch. Crouching gives a defensive bonus against ranged attacks, but increases damage from melee attacks.
I just knocked cold cocked him. Alright. Reach the door. So we'll go over here and do these 3 tactical systems. Boost the power relays. And of course we'll go over here and boost this. Boost the power to the aft weapons. And of course to go up in the final place, boost the power to the torpedoes.
Number 1. Got injured up here and the Klingons could send a boarding party at any time. I need you back on the bridge.
Aye, aye, sir.
We will secure this area.
So you just simply go back to the bridge. Now we get to start the ship tutorial. And of course you know how to move. The L3 controls your left and right and pitch. And if you want to run, you hold down L3. Tap L3 down and hold it, and you can run like a wildcat. And if you want to aim, hold simply L1. And if you want to do a little more on your camera, just cycle it back further so you can see a little more of the screen. And that kind of helps sometimes, especially when you're fighting with your ship. So now we're going to the bridge. Pretty easy to do. And of course you got to take out these stupid Klingons. See, he took the captain. And of course they're firing at me. That ain't the best sniper rifle, that rifle there. So, got to heal these cadets, so they're a part of your bridge team. Of course there's one here, and there's one down there moaning and groaning, so you got to help them all. One up here laying down, it got hurt, so you got to help this cadet. That's Terrell, so you need her.
Incoming transmission from the Klingons.
On screen.
This is Captain Kayak of the IKS John. You may have forced my boarding parties off your decks, but our ship remains cloaked. You have no hope of finding us or defeating us. Your choice is simple. Surrender, or we will kill your captain and then destroy your ship.
And of course you never surrender to terrorists.
Your captain will change your mind.
And of course the captain is going to tell you,
Order your crew to surrender, Captain, or I will blow them out of the sky. It's your choice, Captain. Do you want these children to die?
Very well. Number 1. You are now the captain of the ship. Your orders. Your orders are to lock onto my combat and fire!
Puta! He killed him. Captain Taggart died.
Make me proud.
Kind of reminds you of the first Star Trek that came out, the new remake from
Captain.
J.J. Abrams. Epic though. So I hope everybody's doing all right with the nondescript thing that's going on in our world. Everybody just stay cool and stay home. Try to stay home as much as you can. Only go for the essentials. That's what I do. I stay home. I got things to do outside. I can cut grass. I can work my garden. I live in the country. The country life's much better to be in than in the city because there's nothing to do in the city.
We've lost their signal.
Yeah, you can go
What
online,
now?
but I can play video games and I can read books and I can pray to God and do whatever I want to do. So that's training course complete. So she's asked me to speak to LCD. Oh, she's up there. Elisa Flores.
We survived, but the captain.
But Captain Taggart knew what would happen. He gave the orders anyway.
He gave the order anyway. Ultimate sacrifice. One that we all know. He trusted you to take command. All we can do now is survive.
I'm just going to go right through these. If you want to read these, you can pause them from now on just to make the video more smoother. So what you do is you go sit in the chair and it'll automatically go to our space fighting tutorial. So just hold that and sit in the chair, and now here we go. We're going to go right into the, now we get to actually play the space, learn to fly and do all that. So we'll go all through that. Like I said, this is a tutorial part 2. You know, we're going to play a few missions. We're going to play a few days on this, and we're going to probably play up to about, I don't know, pretty good ways into the missions. You know, I'll show you a few things on here, and I feel that I can show you a few cool things in the game to help people along. So that's okay. So I acquired her Elisa Flores. So Elsie Flores. So here you are in your everlasting tactical low-class ship. You can pause and watch that.
All ship systems.
I have been trying to get a distress call out.
And of
She's
course,
still cloaked, but I think she took some
you
real
can pause
damage.
these if you want to look
We're in
at
rough
what
shape
she's
too,
saying.
Still running diagnostics, sir. Took us some time to get the system back.
Hailing the break-even now, Captain.
SS break even. This is Starfleet vessel USS Polar. What is your
Miss
status?
Sharpwood, you're angry. I can see that. Understandable. Before this gets too carried away, hear me out. I had to send that distress signal. My options were limited while I clicked
So
the Klingons were thorough.
he just wanted to use the one. So you just push up on the deep, and you can push up, push
Use the
down.
left stick to pitch downward or upward, as
Push
well
the
as to
up
turn
to
left
go
or
down.
right.
Push pull up to go up. Turn the left to go left, and of course right. And if you want to level off, level off. If you want to cycle your camera, you can.
Helm, full stop. I
So,
stopped us this time,
you
sir,
scan.
but from now on, you'll be responsible for adjusting the speed of the ship.
Looks like she just needs 3 or 4 warp reduction coils. We have plenty of those to spare.
Yeah, we'll help
Position
him.
yourself near the ships.
So you send him repair. You're going to see what he does. Typical Ferengi. Adios amigos. Up yours. He's like, see. Thanks. Thanks and good luck with the Klingon. You'll need it.
Well, looks
That's
like we're
typical.
on our own. At least they said thank you.
Almost done, Captain. Level 2 dive not enough.
We're not the first.
So you just scan for parts. Your machine will just scan, and you can also.
Bingo! I found some suitable debris in the boneyard nearby. Destroy 3
That's
of
a
those nacelles,
wreckage.
and we should get the parts we need.
That's parts to help your ship.
Press the R2 button to fire energy weapons.
So that's telling you pretty much a tutorial right here. It's going to direct you through it, see. Now, if you want to know where to go, say you don't know where to go, just tap left on the D-pad and it'll tell you. But we know we're going toward this debris, right? So,
An item has dropped for you. Move towards the item to automatically loot it.
try to save your...
You scraps left behind.
Yeah, that guy's getting annoying.
Trying to save your photon torpedoes because you're going to need it. That's my suggestion. Now you can hit the cycle back there a little bit so you can see, because remember the Klingons are usually cloaked enemies, and they're going to be cloaked to, you know, they use sneaky tactics, the Klingons do, so I'll just give you a heads up that you know the Klingons, if you've ever watched Star Trek from the old first original series, they've always been sneaky characters, of course. And you can go a little faster if you want. You won't be able to go too fast right yet.
These plasma injectors, you have your problems. I have...
Zarva's dealing with the war. Of course we...
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy to attack it. Ship begins to attack target. Shields have failed. Target.
Now, if you hit that torpedo, it gives you a little more mustard on your. Now you can switch here
Nice
left and
shot.
right to make
2
your
more tanks,
phasers more.
Use your torpedoes on an enemy when their shield is down.
True.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
To see how.
I haven't forgotten about you. Think your ship can take a couple more hits.
Long-range communications are operational, sir. Shall I send the distress signal?
Yeah.
That Klingon ship took some real damage. I'll bet she's leaking plasma all over the place. Understood. I'd rather not die to Klingons on my first... I'll send the source of... It's pretty far out, sir. We should use the ship's full impulse power to reach it. This will temporarily take power from other systems, but vastly improve our speed. Once we drop out of full impulse, the power will return to other systems.
So that's
I
just
can't
simple.
make your depth swift.
Hold up on the D-pad to activate and deactivate full impulse.
So you can tell when you're at full impulse.
Your ship is outfitted with
Multiple
laser
birds of prey decloaking.
I should take care of him.
Think you can catch me? Go ahead and try.
Your ship is out.
Your
Press
ship
the
is out there
circle
with
button
phaser
to
beam.
activate high-yield torpedo. Your ship high-yield torpedo will increase the power of your next torpedo attack.
So when you get to 10 kilometers, that's when you can fire up on these ships. No matter what level you are, you gotta wait till you get to 10.
Zarva needs more time to get the plasma injectors installed. Try not to break anything else.
You want to worry too much about this mission being too hard on your ship.
Put some distance between yourself
This is
and
Captain
exploding
Nog of
ships.
the USS Chimera. Do you require assistance? Pretty bold move to come this far into Federation territory, even for Klingons. Where is Captain Taggart? And did you follow his orders? I see. And you're the acting captain. Right. Well done, Cadet. Looks like your ship is in need of repairs. Set a course for Earth space dock. We'll get you back in one piece. Believe me, Cadet, if he comes back looking for a fight, he'll get one. In the...
Yeah, but you want to rendezvous with him, because this is where you're going to have another firefight. Then, of course, you get commissioned on Earth.
Accepting danger is part of what you don't often. You've learned that lesson well.
Shields have failed.
But I need to inform the USS...
Alright.
We'll escort you back to Earth Space Dock, but I need to inform the USS Kittimer that... Wait, hold on. My comms officer informed me that we're unable to contact the Kittimer.
So there's that person, Zavera recruit. So that's cool. So go to Pollock system. So what she does, she's an engineer. So just simply go to the Pollock system, and that's where you're going to take on the Borg. And it's a good, it's pretty easy. So don't feel overwhelmed by playing this. I mean, it'll help you to do the tutorial because it'll give you a way to fly the ship, and it'll give you kind of like a groundbreaking way to.
The Renown is beside us.
Fight.
Our orders are to make contact with the Kittimer and find out
like
why
I said,
they've
you can
not
pause
responded
this
to our hails.
to read, and we're just going to go right through it. So just go forward. You're just going to go forward. You're going to scan these things. So.
Yes, sir.
Ah, Captain Pollock. Captain Taggart, what are you both doing here?
We weren't able to contact you earlier. We were escorting these cadets back to Earth Space Dock.
So.
I'm relieved to see both of you. The anomalies must be interfering with our communications. That's quite the story, Cadet. I'm sorry to hear about Captain Taggart. I'm troubled by... With all three ships collecting data, we should be able to complete this quickly and formulate... You're quite confident for a cadet.
Yeah, I am. I am a captain. So...
Press right on the D-pad to set your ship's power levels to have a focus on attack, defense, auxiliary...
Defense is for your shields.
Gamma radiation.
This is for your engine. This is for... I can't remember what that is. Speed. That's the engine, auxiliary power. So... I like it. I kind of keep it on this because I like my weapons to be optimized. Now defense is sometimes good too because it'll help you. It'll help you with you know, and of course speed. That'll make your ship fly faster, of course. But you take resources from your other items. I kind of like.
Kittimer here. Are you seeing the same gamma radiation levels? My chief science officer committed.
Like I said, you can pause that if you want to read all that. I mean, you can go through and pause that. You get the idea. I mean, it's pretty easy to follow.
Deflector dish is realigned for a reverse tachyon pulse wave, sir.
But it is a pretty good game. I mean, it's good for a free game. So here comes the Borg. So here comes the Borg now.
The Kittimer is under attack. Use full impulse to reach her quickly.
Hold up on the D-pad to activate and deactivate full impulse.
We can see they're in trouble. That'll help them. Torpedoes definitely help it. There's that.
But this time forward, your culture will adapt to Zoe's powers.
Push down to heal yourself.
This is the emergency medical hologram aboard the USS Kittimer. I am requesting assistance from any Federation vessel in range. The Kittimer is being overwhelmed by Borg boarding parties. These Borg are different than the ones in my history records. They seem disconnected somehow. They're strange, but still quite dangerous. I am an emergency medical hologram, not a mirror.
Borg did some serious damage on the Kittimer. The EMH might be in command because no one else is fit to do so. I'd all send teams to aid the Kittimer. I want you. I've linked the Iota point to your map. Scan there while we see to the Kittimer. Send us the data so we can begin our analysis. We have your data, and our science team is analyzing it now. Our tactical teams have eliminated the Borg boarding parties on the Kittimer. Why do you ask?
There is an 88.47% chance that you will need my help. I have 75 million gigaquads of computer memory and an extensive library of files and military tactics.
Alright.
Borg transwarp signatures detected. This is it. Get ready for combat.
They're firing. I need help.
Target's shields have failed.
If you turn to the side, a lot of times it'll fire dual phasers.
Beat the Borg before, we can do it again. You are Starfleet officers. You're prepared for this.
Multiple Borg warp signatures detected.
They're coming, ain't they?
It's an invasion force. We're outnumbered. There's no way we can attack.
The Borg are leaving. Most likely for a more seasonal target. Concentrate fire on the remaining air. Now, we can do this.
Direct hit.
Now, you kind of want to get them right there.
Okay, here's how I see it.
Just wait till you get the item, of course. And of course, the first thing you want to do is stop and you want to go to your ship. You want to see if you can put anything else on there. What else? What other things can you put on your ship? So if you pick up anything, it'll show up like engines. This science thing will come in very handy. So this phaser is good. This is a tier 1 phaser. So what you want to do is tell the U.S.
Okay, here's how I see
You want to do the pole
the
tactical.
Borg are using the Pollock system. Agree. The Chimera is better equipped to hold off the Borg and assist the Kittimer here. Once you've warned the colony, return to Earth space station.
So that's pretty much
We
what
have
it
to
is.
make our way to Vega as soon as we can, Captain. I just hope we're not too late to warn...
And you'll get a bunch of goodies for that. And when you leave, a bunch of Borgs won't show up anyhow. See? they're in trouble. And it wouldn't matter if you stay or leave, they're gonna fight. Look, they're really coming out. So will they make it? You never know. I never did know if they made it or not. I never did see that Chimera no more, and I never did see the Kittimer no more, so they may have not made it. But I was ordered to go, so you're not following orders or nothing, so I'll show you where some cool things are too. As we play the game, I'll show you where some interesting things are. I think one of my favorite missions is Nimbus. To play the Nimbus missions, it's probably by far my favorite all-time missions. You're on Nimbus 3 and it's all kinds of cool stuff. So that's just my thing. So
You need to warn the Vega colony about the Borg. We'll
Now
do what we
see-
can.
Congratulations. Now in sector space. Here ships travel at warp speed between systems. Combat does not take place in sector space.
yeah, so all you gotta do is you want to go to your ship, hit X. You want to just stop here and hit the ship. You want to go to your polar, and you want to definitely equip these kind of thing, you know, weapons. So you ain't got no good weapons here yet. Should have a good deflector dish. Nah, you ain't got no good engine yet. So yeah, I'd rather have the shield generation than that. I mean, you can pick what you want, but having them good weapons on front, you know, is better. If you join a good team when you just start playing, you want to join a good. Now I like the split beam rifle. That's one of my favorite weapons. Is a split beam weaponry. Just to, you know, the split beam rifle is probably by far the best rifle in the game. And of course you can equip these people with a rifle, might help a little bit. And if you got anything else, you can. So you only got a couple slots for a couple characters, so don't worry, the phasers will work fine. So you just you see the little spot, you got to go to this place, the Vega system. So just simply open the map by pushing the D-pad on there, and you can go right down there and you can click it. Now I don't know what it is on Xbox, but you'll just go to this Vega system. Now if you look, you can see that you got this now, and you got this. So you can equip him by simply holding L1. You know, you can simply equip that, or you can equip that. And of course, this is the only thing we got is that. So it's, you know, we're doing okay. So we'll get there in a minute. We'll continue on with this tutorial. After we get the tutorial done, we'll stop and we'll do tutorial 3 when we get to Earth and probably see the Admiral and go on to our next missions. Okay. So after we get this and we head to Earth, transport. Soon we get this Vega system done, we're going to head to Earth. This will be the end of tutorial 2. So hang in there. We got a lot to show you yet. And then we'll go to Earth. Then we pretty much finish the tutorial after we finish this Vega system. And now I like the Tachyon beam myself. It does weaken shields and stuff. So just slow down. You might want to. So we're going to begin. This is where we begin right here. Just load it up. The other missions are cool too. We'll go to Vulcan. We'll visit all kinds of cool places. Pajim, and then we'll.
We arrived before the Borg.
But
now
first
my
we'll
heart can
continue
start
with this.
beating
But
again.
that'll probably be mission
What are your
episode
orders,
3.
Captain?
Hail the colonies, and we have to warn them.
Greetings, Captain. Is there something I can do for you today?
Yeah, the Borg are on their way. Let's get with it.
Your signal is breaking up.
The mayor.
I have lost contact with Vega
So,
Colony, sir.
if you, like
Something
I say, you
is
want to
blocking
read that,
all
pause it.
subspace-
We got to go over here and get this communication array. Just remember, we got a little better fighting chance now because we got a little better shields and weaponry now, or engines now. So just boost the signal. You will have to take on
Our
some Borg.
hails are still blocked, sir.
Borg are jamming up any...
Transwarp conduits opening all over the system, Captain.
So this is
The
pretty
Borg
easy. All
are
you do
here.
is you just go in there and take them out. Then of course you got some freighters in the way.
Those civilian ships are right in the Borg's path. We have to help them.
Remember, you got to be under 10 kilometers of fire, and it's got to be white. When you're locked on, see, it'll tell you the dynamics of it, like 90%, see. Now you can hit it with that tachyon ray, and I think that helps disrupt the shielding, and it gives you a half better chance. Then you just go back up, tap that, and that'll... You got to keep on going.
Captain, I have short-range communications. Long-range signals are still blocked. I can contact the planet and have informed Administrator Post of the situation.
Borg landing craft detected nearby. Captain, there are civilian ships engaging them.
I believe I can send a message to those ships.
Civilian ships, you are ordered to disengage and retreat. We will cover you.
Roger that, Starfleet. All ships, pull back.
All civilian ships have safely warped up the system, Captain.
Loads up quick, don't it? What's the dude do, man? He's on par. He's gone.
Captain, the Borg have landed, and the colony won't...
So that's easy. You beam down. Of course, we want to beam down. Access and take out the Borg, because the Borg will land on the colony. You're going to rescue colonists, and then you're going to go and have a little space battle, then you're going to have it finished. Pretty simple.
Captain, according to our readings, over
Like I said,
half
if you
the
want to read
planet
this,
is
you
already
pause.
assimilated by the Borg. No, sir.
I got the split beam rifle there, as you can see. So see, there's the Borg.
That's one of those Borg ships from orbit. Too late. Those landing ships
Here
don't
comes
just
the
carry
refugee.
drones.
Help us!
They can
Help
put
us!
nanoprobes directly
Tag him.
into
All
the
you gotta do
ground
is hit it
and
one
the
time,
atmosphere.
and it'll once
We
he
need
starts
to hurry.
loading up,
The Borg will be in
that's
this
all you
area
need
soon.
to do for them. Sometimes you can get locked up on these missions. Thank God it's just a free game, and it'll be all right. But if it does, just you may have to replay it. If you don't replay it to the final, you might have to replay it again. So I like how some of them talk to refugee.
Thank you. We didn't
Like
know
I
if
said, if you
anyone
want
from
to read,
Starfleet
you
got our
can pause
distress
it here.
signal, and we don't have...
So, you want to go to the army and retrieve armor. Now what this does, you want to go, as soon as you get that armor, you want to go to head option, go to captain. You want to put your body armor on. And you want to go to maybe Elsie and put her armor on. I don't have enough for Zavara. But yeah, and I don't have enough for Terrell, but that's okay. As long as you have it and your cadet, one of your cadets has it, like Elsie's probably your best fighter. So here's what I like about these split beams. See, there's three people. See, you can shoot them both. See, that's what I like about it. See, here's some more people you can rescue. Tag them. They'll be beamed down, of course. I just tagged you fools. This is my no, help us. There they go. I think you only have to tag one of them.
We have the civilians. There is still no sign of the Renown or the Khitomer, sir.
See, as you see there, they're capturing them. So just go right over here. This is where you meet Koles.
I apologize for Koles putting a rifle in your throat.
So you gotta go over here and talk to her again.
I apologize for Koles putting a rifle in my... See, I know. No.
So. I don't know what this is. It's probably more to go there, and the kit is like grenades.
With a kit equipped, you will have new abilities that you can perform in ground combat.
This will be for beaming.
We have lowered shields for the transporter, sir. I will need to raise them at the first sign of Borg ships.
Pattern enhancers, I'll do that.
Remember when we thought fighting a crazy Klingon was the worst thing that could happen today?
Concentrate fire on the Borg. We need to keep them away from the civilians.
Another group of civilians is beamed to the ship, Captain.
As you can see, 48%, 60%. You're going to fight the Borg until, you know, you pretty much save them. Throwing our thermal grenade.
Shields are back up, sir, but more Borg vessels are warping to our location. We have detected a type of generator near your position. There is a 94...
Thank you for everything you've done. Even though it was impossible to save everyone, those you did save will be forever.
Glad to do anything I can.
All right, Koles, you're gonna see friends who've been assimilated.
I know the drill. Just never expected any Borg here.
We need to disable that force field. The Borg are activating the transport inhibitor. We need to disable that force field. The Borg are so, what's the word? Active? Systematic? Evil. I'm gonna go with evil.
These are the Borg. Resistance is futile.
The ship is transporting anyone they can.
So that's pretty much it. Then you just beam out.
The ship is transporting.
Welcome to the stream. This is welcome to tutorial part 2. We're just playing some of the tutorial part of it. We'll continue onward and upward. And
we're packed to the brim with civilians, Captain. I don't think we could fit one more soul. Possibly.
Yeah. So you go to this beacon.
Multiple probes inbound. I don't think the Borg like us hanging around.
They're a little tougher now. They get a little tougher, little tougher, little tougher. That will damage your tip a little bit. Just hold in on the D-pad and you'll heal up a little bit. You could also put it right there to help your shields. Hope everybody's doing well with this unnamed thing that's going on in this our world.
Never thought I'd wish I was back at the academy studying for the astrometrics final.
This time forward, your culture will adapt to service ours.
There are several fast-moving ships on sensors. No way to contact them, and I can't tell if they're friend or foe.
Lower your shields and prepare to be boarded.
Came out of nowhere, didn't it?
A cube? Guess it's our time to go out in a blaze of glory.
Of course, here comes help. Just in the nick of time.
Exceptional effort. Now, let us finish.
So he did make it.
held off what we could in Pollux and sent a signal out to Starfleet. These were the closest. You've been doing a great. It's an option for sure. You and your crew have done well. You and your crew have done well. Colas.
Congratulations.
Captain Bullock told us to get to Earth Space Dock and...
So now we're going to Earth Space Dock. So I hope you enjoyed this stream today. It was a little longer than what I wanted to be. I wanted it to be about 45 minutes, but tomorrow we'll do a little longer stream probably. It'll be part 3. We'll continue on with the missions and stuff, and hopefully you'll enjoy this stream and enjoy the commentary in the game. I'm a big Star Trek fan. I used to watch it back when the original series came out. And I like Next Generation, and of course I got Koles. And of course, you know, we're going to stop here where we've beamed to Earth Space Dock, and this is where we're going to start tomorrow. So we'll just stay right here, and we'll go ahead and go to our ship and equip all our other stuff. Now when you get level 15 you'll be able to get new stuff anyhow, so you want to keep that in mind. Also, if you got any credits, if you have any credits, now see, I can go over here, I in my account I can get credits and stuff. See, I got some things in my bank from my other account. Now if you have an account that's a little higher than that, you can help your little account a little bit more, especially if you go in here and access your fleet bank. And I'm not in a fleet, so how about your bank? I don't have nothing in there. So how about your account? Whoops. I should have a good bit of money in my account, so see, I could withdraw, you know, a couple $100,000, enough to get the extra shields and stuff. Now what I usually do is I'll get like couple 100,000 credits. How about to get 200,000-300,000? Alright. That's okay. Now, what you want to do is you want to see if you can get some good equipment for your ship. This will help you out in the next missions. So what I always like to do is get this assault. Now you can tell if you can use it or not. It'll be a 1 by it. So you can get 3 of these. You skip 4 or 5, and you can get 5 of these. That's the next tier. Whoops, I got too many. And you, of course, I'm gonna want a split beam phaser too. So let's just go down to rifles here, and you can get this tier 3 split beam phaser rifle. You can get that when you know, here in a little bit. Now you can also get, if you have that, you can get away team equipment, which is pretty simple. I mean, you can get this physical armor, you know, personal shields. We'll start with that, I guess. So you can get everybody a personal shield, so get 5 of them, and you can probably buy the next 5. So then you want to buy physical energy armor, sometimes good. You can compare it and see. So physical armor is probably the best. So buy 5 of them. Don't need as many of them, but buy 5 of these. 4 or 5 of them. Okay. Now you can sell everything back that you don't use. So simply go to your ship, captain. Go to you, and you can equip one of these babies. Of course, you already got one of them, and you can equip this. Of course, you got the armor, and you can put that on. Okay, then you go to LC4, and you can put her one of these on. Yep, and she's already got 1 seed. And that way all your people will be on a, you know, help. They'll very much help you out a lot while you're playing, raging, and you know. My philosophy is that way you already have this stuff, and when you got it on, you know. So I equip everybody with 1. That way if I want to take anybody down with me, all your people are protected by this big end stuff, see? And that's what we want. So you can go to acquisition, and you can just exit, and if when you want to sell it, you can go back down here, sell it. So I'm just showing you a little bit of things. So we're going to continue next time on part 3 with continuing on with the Earth space dock and probably some earlier missions. So just go down to this guy here, requisition ship, and you can even buy you can even buy some better beams. So say, hey, you know what? You can buy this beam here and put that on your ship. You can buy that beam and put it on your ship. Buy one of them. Torpedo, you can probably buy a torpedo too, a little better torpedo, because you're going to need that. Alright, so you can go to your ship now, and you can actually put a little better stuff on, you know. And you can also, now here's where you'll want to, you know, hit that, then you want to sell some of this stuff, you know, sell it off. Some of it you're not going to ever need again, so I recommend just getting rid of it. All but your tier 3 stuff. Tier 1 stuff you can get rid of it, but I wouldn't recommend you can get rid of all this stuff. You're not going to get nothing for it. Yeah, you can get rid of that. You can get rid of that. You can get rid of that. And I'd keep these 3. Well, I'd keep these because you're going to need them later in your game. And yeah, keep that. Alright, now go to your requisition starship equipment. That's pretty simple to get. You want to equip, you want to at least get a couple of these, and you want to get this, and even that. The impulse engine, you want to get tier 3 stuff at least. Go ahead and get all your tier 3 stuff, because you're going to need it, you know. Go ahead and get you a hyper drive 1. You don't need to worry about hangars or secondary or anything like that yet. So this way you can beef up your ship, see. So when you go over here, you can see you've already got it ready. It just depends on the flight power and stuff. I think they're pretty even. The other one might be a hair better, but the impulse engine's probably a little better. It does have a little bit flight turn better, but that don't seem to matter to me, and I'd rather have this 7.5, you know. So yeah, now you can go up here and put this phaser here, and you can put, you know, that you can put that green one back on if you want, because if you see it says 132, but the other ones, this one's got a little bit more better damage than one that's on it. So you may want to leave this one on here to 132 because it's a phaser, and that phaser there is pretty darn good too. So now you can just go ahead and get rid of everything but your tier 3. Simply go to sell. Remember, whoops, I think I sold something I didn't want to sell. Yeah. Okay, now you go back here, you can get rid of that. Get rid of all this single stuff. Yeah, you can get rid of that if you want. That. Any of the tier 3, 2, 3. Keep all the tier 3 stuff. See, now you're ready for the next big battle in the system. See, you're already one up, because I've already got tier 3 weaponry. See, I'm already ahead of the game. So, yeah, that's something you want to get used to. So you're going to get promoted here, you know. You're tier 3, so you got to play until at least tier 15, and then you're going to get promoted. So you know, they want you to follow this. And so until then, I hope you enjoyed the video, and that might give you a little up, because now we got little better weapons ready for when we start. So see, I got all better shields and everything ready for when we start the next time. When we get to a certain level, we're going to be able to use high-end weaponry. So I hope that helps you somewhat. Take care, be blessed, stay safe, stay free of any kind of pestilence or anything. Hope you have a good day. Continue to keep watching on my YouTube, Michael Vance, and on here, Twitch. And I'll be streaming more stuff later. I want to stream some hunting videos again. A lot of people like the hunter. I think I want to start all over and start a whole new stream, because I got better internet now and I can stream in more high quality. So I think I'll make that today sometime. So stay tuned and have fun, everybody, and keep social distance going so we can beat all this terrible enemy out there. And you can keep in social contact through gaming, Twitch, on your Facebook and all your social media. You can keep connected to family and loved ones, which is great. You can video talk. So we live in a technology, you know, where we don't have to social, you know, we can be distant, but we can be careful what we do. Let's keep this social distancing and keep your hands clean. You know, it's best like where I live out in the countryside, where I can get out in the fresh air and stuff, but everybody don't have that, unfortunately. So as I said, everybody, may God be with you and your family, and be at peace. And read the good book, read books. You know, there's plenty to do, my friends, plenty to do. Check on your loved one, try to help out people if you can. If you can go to town for some elderly person, simply go by it and tell them you can pay me back later. Throw it up on their porch. Go down and mow an elderly person's yard. Go do things constructive. I mean, we can make the world a better place if we ever get back to the point where we can help one another. I mean, there's people out there doing a lot. We can beat anything. We can do good by helping our neighbors. And that's what counts, my friends. You all take care. Peace be with you.